All right, we're back for episode 2, breaking down the entire OU football season. Let's go.
Let's go.
This is just like the most exciting time of the year. So we are breaking down the last half of the football season. If you haven't seen our first 6 picks for the first 6 games, go watch that episode first because we already picked our predictions on the first half of the season.
Yep.
We're starting off now at South Carolina on the road. Lord have mercy.
Game 7.
Yeah. This is a tough one. What do you guys think?
I can go first. Man, I hate to start the podcast this way.
Dude.
Listen, I don't want to be that guy, but I do think we lose, man. I think we lose on the road to South Carolina. I think, like obviously we said we lose to Texas. I think we go 2 straight weeks of L's. Just South Carolina is such a hard place to play in. And to be honest, OU has one every year. I think we just have a bad game. We have a bad game against a good team. I think that's kind of what happens here. I've been to South Carolina Stadium at a meaningless game versus Florida, and that place was shaking. South Carolina is going to be really good at football this year, and it's going to be a huge game versus us because likely, like you said, even if we are 5-1 going into that game, we're still going to be ranked top 15, top 20. They're going to be ranked for sure. So it'll be a ranked matchup at home. Most likely a night game. I just think it's going to be tough, man. And I think we lose the game to South Carolina. I think we lose 33-20. I think they beat us up a little bit. I just think that it's just one of those games where we just kind of have a bad day, and they're good.
Fair enough.
So
that's.
I hate to say it, but I think I hate to start off the video like that. But my honest opinion, I think we lose to South Carolina. But I do think it gets better from there, which I can explain later.
Okay. I think I think South Carolina takes a step forward this year. I think they are going to be a really, really good team. They have a very tough schedule, so I'm not going to say they're a playoff team, but I think they take a step forward this season. I think this is going to be an incredibly tough road environment. And then they have stars too, and that stars make a difference in big games. Nick Harbor runs at the speed of light. Lenore Sellers, Dylan Stewart, like those are 3 like legit stars. I mean like this, and then we're coming off a loss here as well. Just a tough one, just a tough game. I mean like this is one where like I don't confidently pick South Carolina. I'm kind of just on the middle ground here. I think we're good enough to beat South Carolina. Honestly, I just don't. This is a toss-up game. Easily could go our way. I think it's another close loss. I think this is like more like 31-28 a loss for us. Like just right there in our grasp. It's not a game. It's not a team that's too good for us at all. We absolutely can win games like this, but I'm picking a loss here. So 5-2.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, once again, we're all unanimous across the board. It's one of those things. My big reason that I'm picking South Carolina is because this is like legitimately the first road game we are going to play. Okay, we went to Temple. Okay, awesome. Their butt. We go to Dallas. We play in the it's a neutral site. It's a great environment to play if you're on one end of the stadium. It's hard on the other. Whatever, cool. But if this is for being the first road game and you have to go here, it's hard. That is a very tough thing to do. And like you said, dude, Lenore Sellers, he's really good. He is really, really good. And you get Nick Harbor. Nick Harbor runs like track, I think, at South Carolina too. Like he is incredible, and he's big. So I don't know who you're putting on him. If you want to say Gentry, I think Gentry's going to probably have some problems. I just think he's like that. But my main thing is Dylan Stewart. Now, you guys know you've watched, it's been a year now. You guys know I love crash outs. I love people who played the game of football with, like, there's no tomorrow. They don't have, regard for anybody else, any human life. And that's Dylan Stewart. He came in as a freshman and tore it up, and I don't think he's going to take a step back. This is my game. I say this is John Mateer's first bad game for me. I think I think he gets sacked a few times. Obviously, that's not on him. I think he takes 2-3 sacks. I think he throws probably an interception, turns the ball over, maybe a fumble, something like that. And I go South Carolina gets us. I'm going 24-17.
Okay.
Well,
fair enough.
I will say, I think personally it gets better from here. So if you're about to X out of this video because it's negative,
Yeah.
just wait a second because I do think it gets better from here. And I think there is, I think OU's a really good football team. So I'll kind of just roll into it. Next up, we have Ole Miss. We're coming in here unanimously at 5-2. We have Ole Miss at home. I think we beat Ole Miss, and I think we beat them pretty good. Now, here's the thing. We had some Ole Miss fans in our comments on our last video of grading each SEC team that's like, Ole Miss is going to be really good. We have a great quarterback. We have the number 2 transfer recruiting.
Yeah.
I don't care. You don't have Jackson Dart. You don't have the team that you had last year. You guys are taking a step back. You have a first-year quarterback. Just like you said, you have the number 2 transfer class. Doesn't matter. They're coming into a new system with a new quarterback. It's a lot different. Kind of like OU, but I do think that they don't have our defense. And they don't have the offensive firepower that I think we have, specifically at running back. So I think we beat Ole Miss. I think we beat them at home. We had a chance, a pretty good chance actually, to beat them last year with our butt team on the road, playing a better Ole Miss team last year. We just absolutely fell apart in the fourth quarter. I mean, literally gave up a school record in sacks allowed versus them, which will not happen this year. But yeah, I think we beat Ole Miss, and I think we win 38-24 at home. And I think we do it pretty handily.
Was that the game where we were on this podcast and I said, I genuinely believe that we could give up 10 sacks? And Kylan was like, like, he started laughing, and then he was like, no, I believe you. I get what you're saying, but it's just so hilarious to hear the word 10 sacks.
Yes.
And then we gave up.
11.
We gave up 10. And
Or it was
then,
10, that's right.
Or we gave up 9, I think. And then after the game, they officially declared another one. Because it was 9, and I was like, dang it, like my prediction for 10 sacks it didn't hit. And then they declared that the Bauer Sharp behind the line of scrimmage tackle was a sack. So it was 10 sacks. And I was like, yo, like I actually predicted that we were good. I was like, yo, that's crazy. 10 sacks. Think about that. 10 sacks. There are teams that have probably allowed 10 sacks in a season.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that would be a really good team. But still, that's possible. And that happened in one game. Ole Miss, we almost, not, I don't want to say we almost beat them, but listen, Jackson Arnold, who we have talked about plenty, I'm not going to go. Jackson Arnold and Jacob Jordan played a great first half.
Yeah.
Played a great first half.
Yeah.
They're coming to Norman playing a way better OU team. They've lost a lot of firepower on offense. There are so many reasons to think, okay, come on. OU's got this by a mile. And I am picking OU, absolutely, in this game. That being said, we have to get out of the Big 12 mindset of there are easy games.
Yes.
There are no easy games. This is still Ole Miss. This is still a good SEC team that had playoff hopes last year.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason to be like, yeah, write this one up. Yeah, this is a dub.
Yeah.
This is Ole Miss. This is the SEC. So, in my opinion, like I think this game can be close. I think this game could be better than we think it could be. That being said, I think our defense holds them really low, and I think our offense does put up some decent numbers. So, I'm gonna go ahead and say like 31-14.
Mm-hmm.
Dub.
Yeah, I'm with you. I just want to start. I'm going to start mine off, and I'm going to say Ole Miss, awesome campus. Me and Colby, I guess we all three were there. We all saw the campus. Beautiful campus. Loved it. The worst fans I've ever encountered.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll put it like this. We were in the South. I will tell you that. Because, I mean, I am sitting there minding my business. Huge block of ice straight to the back of the head. I turned, I was just like, what, dude? We walked out because obviously we were getting beat. So we left early because there's no hope. We left. It was probably like 3 minutes left in the game. Like, it wasn't early. The things that me and Colby heard and had said to us, can't even repeat them. Cannot repeat them. So, in honor of that, I have personally told BV to go absolutely crazy in this game.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he will not listen to me, and he won't do that. But we will win. We will win. I think it's going to be a closer game than we expect. I'm going to say this might be the game that our defense is, we got to have one. We got to have one game where the defense is kind of like, eh. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go, I kind of think it's a high score. I'm going to go 30. I'm going to go 38-31 right here.
Ooh.
Sooners.
Okay. Right by me.
Sounds good.
What'd you say? Did I copy you?
I said 38-24. So we're close.
Okay. Bet. Yep.
Good stuff. Next up is a road test again versus Tennessee, and this is when things get crazy on the road, man. This is going to be such a fun road environment. Maybe the toughest of the year. It's going to be just great. We're going to find out a lot about this Tennessee team week 1 versus Syracuse. I think we'll know about Joey Aguilar, who is their transfer quarterback who came in at the end of spring, which is a really, really bad situation to learn an offense over summer and have to play in the SEC. Like, that is a really bad situation for them.
Yeah.
They've lost a lot of firepower in that way, losing Nico. So for me, I do have a win here. I think you go and win this Tennessee game because I genuinely think we're that much better of a team that the environment is not going to be able to overwhelm it. I think the defense here holds Joey Aguilar in that offense to a low number, and I think our offense can play pretty well. I think we go get this dub. Even on the road, we're that much better of a team. Man, the score prediction here is tough. Give me 31-10. Wow, even lower score.
Like
I think we. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Tennessee, it's a tough place to play. I definitely don't think they're as good as they were last year. Clearly, they lost their quarterback. Their offense is not going to be as good. Their offense wasn't even that great last year, to be honest with you. Their defense is pretty good. I don't think it's as good as it was last year either. Just like you said, Spencer, coming in at the end of spring, having to learn an entire playbook over the summer and develop chemistry with your guys and go into a tough SEC schedule, I just don't think they're going to put it together quick enough. Yeah. I appreciate what Josh Heupel did about kind of standing up to Nico and not accepting him, but at the same time, it's going to really hurt their team this year. So I think we do win in Tennessee. However, I think it is a closer game. I don't think it's because of their talent. I think it's more so because of the environment. Tennessee, in my opinion, is probably the hardest place to play in college football, unless you're at Death Valley or Death Valley at Clemson. I think it's just insane to play at. So I do think it's a closer game, but I do think we come out with the W. My score prediction is 27-20. I think we pull it out, but it's going to be a tough game. And I don't think necessarily because of the talent, but because of the environment.
I wish that I could see old Rocky Top down in the... No, I'm just playing.
Banger.
Absolute banger. I love that song. They played it last year. Their little band that was in the little section, and I heard it, and I was like, man, it's one of those... I get so jealous. I'm going to be honest, going on a little tangent here. Boomer Sooner, it's not one of those songs that I'll sit around the house and I'll hum. I don't hum, but there's other songs where I'm like, man, I could sing that all day long, and that's one of them.
Rocky Top.
But,
yeah.
Dude, I don't see a way they beat us. I mean, the environment, yes, but I just don't think they're that good. That's the thing, dude. Joey Aguilar, okay. App State, cool. I'm so glad you balled out at App State. That's awesome. So have a lot of other people. So to think that you're going to go from playing, who does App State play? I don't even know.
Slaps.
Literally some slaps, to going and cooking in the SEC. I don't believe it. This defense is probably going to throw the whole kitchen sink at you, and nothing is going to prepare you for that, I promise. So go ahead and try. I think it's probably going to be give us 34, I'll give them 17 to be nice.
There's one more thing I want to mention about this game, and I will say it like I've said the previous games. We almost beat them last year with a horrible team, And to be honest, I think we would have beat them if Jackson Arnold was not playing that game. I promise not to bring him up again, but I will say it. Just because I need to bring up the point about Tennessee, I do not think they're very good. We should have beat them last year. Granted, that was a home game. I understand that. But we absolutely could have beat them. We lost, 25-15? And that was it. I'm just telling you, they're not that good. I think we can beat them. So I just wanted to make that point really quickly because we could have beat them last year.
Another thing, by the way, I think this team already has lost their confidence by this point in the season. This Tennessee team.
Mm-hmm.
They've already played Georgia and Alabama on the road. Georgia at home, Alabama on the road. Come on. That's 2 losses. I think they're already beat up. Yeah. They're I don't think they have I don't think they're thinking about the playoffs at this point, honestly. So, yeah, I kind of feel fairly confident in that OU pick. Fairly confident.
Yeah.
Maybe my score prediction is a bit too confident, but I think they got it. Next up, it just gets tougher. Man, back-to-back road trips. This time going to Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Dude, who scheduled this for us? For real? Are you kidding me?
And then you see
Texas, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Bama 4 straight. Are you serious?
Bro,
come on.
It's actually
ridiculous.
The schedule they gave us, the half of the SEC that they gave us compared to the half that they gave Texas, is comical, dude.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Texas's road trip looks like Mississippi. Their back-to-back road trip is Kentucky and Mississippi State.
Bro.
Oh,
it's ridiculous.
Scary.
Anyways, we're going to Alabama, and listen, there is a lot of talk about Alabama being there's a lot of pressure on Kalen DeBoer. There's a lot of pressure on Ty Simpson, their new quarterback. And there's a lot of talk about whether they're going to step up or take a step back. They went 9-4 last season. I think they take a step forward. I think they play really well this season. I think they make the playoffs this season. I think they are a good team. I don't know exactly the dynamic of the team that we're going to be looking at. Are they going to be really good on offense or really good on defense? I don't know. I do think they're not going anywhere. Alabama is not going anywhere. And this team on the road, I think a playoff Alabama team on the road, I cannot pick OU. Do I think we can win this game? Yes. I don't think it's a blowout game. I think it's a close loss again. So give me Alabama 34-28.
Yeah.
Colin, go ahead.
It's fair. This is, Colby, this is where my speech is going to come in. Because right before this, it's that dreaded bye week. The scary, the worst thing that this could happen to this OU team, bro. And
it's a bye week. It's a bye week.
It's a bye week. It's a bye week. And I am such a person of, I look at patterns, and if something happens over and over again, I'm going to just start to believe it. I promise you that. And this is what I believe is that OU plays terrible after bye weeks. And yeah, let's have a bye week and then go to Tuscaloosa and play a team we just walked the past year. Let's do that. So I think, sorry to say it, I think we're probably going to get some lashings in this game. Some spankings, bro. We're gonna get picked up and a couple times, but I don't see Kalen DeBoer. I think the pressure of Alabama fans, he probably has Nick Saban in his ear, like, "Hey, buddy, listen, you don't go to the playoffs, I'm gonna have to come out of retirement, and I don't want to come out of retirement. So win." You also have Ryan Williams. Yes, he kind of got bagged. I guess you can say that in last year's game. But he also made one of the most insane catches I've ever seen that was ruled a no catch. Terrible call. Wrong call. Absolutely a touchdown. But I think he cooks. Ty Simpson, he's been in the system for, this is year 4. I don't see a way he's not decent at least. And like you said, dude, it's Alabama. Alabama's never just going to be like, oh, yeah, we'll just go win. So I got a loss, and I think they get us. I'm gonna go. Dude, their offense is something serious, low key. Sometimes I'm gonna go 41, bro. I think they put up 41. We put up 20, 24.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
That's a
For me, listen, this is the first time we've been unanimous this far into a prediction for any game. We're on agreement right now that we are 7-2 going into Alabama. We're probably at this point a top 15 team. I would assume Bama is in that same spot. Kylan, to build off your point, not only do we play bad after bye weeks, we play bad after big wins. If we're predicting that we beat Tennessee and we have a bye week, that's going to be really tough.
Double whammy.
And I don't want to wish that juju, but Kylan, like you said, that is a pattern. We have a bye week, we play bad. We have a big win, we play bad. It happened with Baker when we beat Ohio State. We lost to Iowa State. It happened with Texas. We beat Texas, and then we lose, like a week or two later to Kansas or whatever it was. I'm just saying, we do have that pattern. I think this team is different, but I don't know if we beat that pattern. And the reason why I say that is because Alabama is a really, really good team. That environment at Bryant-Denny is unbelievable. That stadium is insane. Like I said in the last couple pods, we watched that Georgia game. The president was there. The place was absolutely rocking. That place is insane. And it will be rocking because they're going to be playing a likely top 15 OU team. Bama's going to be ranked. I wouldn't be surprised if it was game day. It's going to be a huge game, most likely a night game. Bama's going to be really good. We've talked about the doubts with Ty Simpson, but I do think Ty Simpson is going to be a dog. Personally, I think he's going to be a dog. Plus, Bama is just Bama. I do think OU has a chance to win this game. Let me be very clear. We walked Bama last year with a terrible, and I mean terrible, OU football team at home. I think we would have even beat them on the road last year with how bad we beat them. I was shocked by what we did to Alabama. Being said, I do think we walk out of this game with a loss. I don't think it necessarily means that Bama is a much better, significantly better team than us. I just think that our schedule is unbelievable leading up to that. You're talking Texas, South Carolina, Ole Miss, and Tennessee, all right behind each other. That's absurd. I think we're just beat up a little bit, and I think we do lose this game. However, I don't think it's a spanking. I think it's a high-scoring game. I think we lose 38-30, but I think Bama's just really good. But keep in mind here, we still are in the playoff talks. 7-3, you can still make the playoff here. So this is not the end of the season for OU. But I do think we don't walk out of there with a win. But I think it's possible. I think we can beat that game. So that's my thoughts.
Totally agree. Keep in mind, 9-3 with our schedule can make the playoff.
Mm-hmm.
That is the thing to remember here. So the season is not over. One last thing I want to point out is the offense for them. Ty Simpson and that Ryan Williams connection, I think, will be established by then, and I think it will be very good. I also like the running back. The running back's 5'10". He's 5'10", 225. This Jam Miller. This picture came out from fall camp of him, and he just looks like a boulder. I don't know. To me, he gives that one running back that just, with a good O-line, can just run through some people.
It's Tawi, but probably bigger, honestly.
Probably bigger than Tawi. He really reminds me of some like a really just run through you kind of guy. That's always that. When you're beat up from an SEC schedule, guys like that, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. So, anyways, listen.
He did just get hurt, though. I did just see some upper body injury. So don't know.
I don't know. I haven't heard about it.
I saw that, but dude, I don't know.
Anyway,
but I agree.
Again, one thing that I will point out though is all the losses that I picked so far, I'm at 3 losses so far, close games, and they absolutely could go the other way. So, that's just something to think about there. Moving on, we're going back home for the season, and it's against Missouri.
Week
it's
11.
Against Eli Drinkwitz. It's against just the team that I hate the most. I do have this chopped up as a win. I think this team is taking a huge step back this year. Missouri is.
Yeah.
I have no optimism for them at all. Missouri fans, go ahead. Say whatever you want to say. Zero optimism for Missouri this year. And this is a game that you just got to go out and not lose focus on. Go win this game. It's a rivalry game. So, that being said, it is a rivalry game. Missouri, in my opinion, is the new, similar to Bedlam, where we're the better program historically, but they're on any given year, they can come in and make us regret overlooking them. And so, give me OU, but not by a huge margin because, again, it's the SEC. It's a rivalry game. You never know what's going to happen. Man, give me 28-24. OU.
Solid. Mizzou's schedule is just so easy, bro. They play Bama and Texas A&M.
Mm-hmm.
That's if you want to call A&M a tough game, cool. But I think they're gonna be they'll probably be. Let's see, it's week 11. They'll probably be 9-1, something like that. Because they'll play 10 games by then. 9-1. If they're worse than 9-1 or 8-2, if they're anything worse than 8-2, that's
team's
really
terrible.
bad.
Yeah,
that team is really bad because we would have one loss maybe, and it would be Bama, but that's it. So I think they'll have that confidence, which will play a big factor. And it's a rivalry game, so it's also, you add those two in. But, dude, I cannot stand Missouri. I can't stand Elia Drinkwitz. You get Bo Prabula from Penn State. Penn State QBs, I always think they're overrated. I never think they're good. Sorry. But, dude, just hearing them talk about, we had a hard fall camp, and I had guys doing two-a-days. Wow, two-a-days? Oh, that's so tough. Dude, it's football. Yeah, you're going to have two-a-days. But OU, I think after last year's performance, I think we get a little revenge. I'm going 30. Give me 30-13 Sooners.
Yeah. I think we destroyed Missouri. I think we absolutely whooped them at home. They're taking a major step back from last year. They're not going to be as good. A lot of Missouri fans think the opposite. They might have a good record, actually, coming into this game. I wouldn't be surprised if they had a pretty good record. But they're not. Their record is not going to reflect how good their team actually is. I think we whooped them 41-23. That's my thing. Reason is we have 3 losses coming into this game. The playoff is on the line. BV is going to be fired up because he's obviously, the playoff's on the line. They want to win. So I think we personally destroy Missouri, especially at home. We almost, like I said, we almost beat them last year. And we played a horrible game that game. And we almost beat them last year on the road. And they had a better team. I just don't see a world where Missouri comes in and beats us. I just don't think it happens. I think we leave this game. I think we're 8-4, and we head into LSU with a W.
Agreed. 8-3. 8-3.
Sorry, 8-3.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Last thing I want to point out about this Missouri game is our coaches absolutely hate Missouri. At least the ones that are OU alum for sure. Joe John Finley, DeMarco Murray, Bill Bedenbaugh being around OU for so long in the Big 12 days. Absolutely hate Missouri. I cannot stand them. That game last year was a heartbreaker. That locker room post game was really weird. It was a weird scenario. Yeah. But anyway, just a very there's a lot of hate in this game. There's a lot of brotherly competition kind of thing going on. Like, we do not like you kind of deal. So, yeah. So, yeah, I agree. And your point is great of, we should have beat them last year with a awful roster, and they had a much better roster. So, and on the road. So, all right, let's wrap this thing up. What are we at? I'm at 8-3. You're at 8-3.
We're 8-3.
We're doing bowl predictions too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But let's wrap up the season. We're all at 8-3, and this, I pointed this out in an episode before. This is the scenario. We're 8-3. We are probably in this, I would say in the 15 to 20 range, ranking wise, right now. You have to go win this LSU game to give yourself a chance to get in the playoff. Think about how massive this home game is going to be. LSU, in my opinion, will probably be in the playoff conversation as well.
Yep.
This game, last week of the season, could be massive. I think we could get game day over Michigan, Ohio State in this game if Michigan is not as good as we think they could be. There's a chance. This game is going to be huge. Here's my thing. When we've talked about LSU before, I kept saying LSU is going to be great. I think what they return is so good. I think Garrett Nussmeier returning is one of the best quarterbacks in college football. Here's my thing. I've been thinking about this game a lot. I don't like Brian Kelly at all. I don't believe in Brian Kelly at all.
Yeah.
Seeing that Notre Dame has just done much better without him, I just don't think Brian Kelly's the guy for them. I don't think Brian Kelly's the guy for anyone. I don't think he's going to the playoff or the national championship. I don't believe in him like that.
Yeah.
And at this point in the season, 4-8-3, I just started thinking to myself, like, I mean, if we're this far in and we're this good, give me OU. Give me OU over LSU. I wouldn't have said that earlier on, but I just don't believe in Brian Kelly and LSU. I think this night game in Norman could be one of the best we've seen in years.
Yeah.
This is just one to watch, guys. I mean, this is going to be those tickets at only about $100 right now are a good stock to buy because those could go up a lot. And give me 24-17. Just a medium range scoring game.
I already know Colin's prediction just by his facial expressions.
I mean, I hate to say it, but I think we lose. I think we lose the game. Yes, you guys already knew, but last year I said we're going 11-1.
It's fair.
So I refuse. I would rather be. I'm just going to be on the low side of things and say, hey, we go 8-4. Now this is one of those. It's also a game. I do think we can win. Like you said, Spencer, Brian Kelly, I don't think he's great. I think he can recruit, and that's why there's so much talent at LSU, but I don't know how good of a coach he personally is.
Yeah.
But sometimes it doesn't matter how you coach because they got guys that can just play football. And the one thing that scares me is Nick Anderson, the return to OU, the Bauer Sharp return to OU. Now, do I think Bauer Sharp is good? No. But would I take him having a legacy game over Jackson Arnold? Yes. Yes, I would. Because I think he's a better football player than Jackson Arnold. So, dude, their wide receiver room is loaded.
If Nick Anderson isn't starting, that's insane.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm at the point where I'm like, man, oh man, their linebackers, two brothers, Whit Weeks, the Weeks brothers, and Ricky Weeks, or not Ricky Weeks, that was a baseball player, Whit Weeks and something, like he has one of those silly little names.
Yeah.
But that's like one of those, they probably got the cowboy collar, and it's just like, golly, they look crazy.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And in the past, we're 0-3 against LSU all the time. We've been outscored 121-59.
Jeez.
So their offense just puts it on us every single year. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be an outrageous game. So I'm going to go, I think, honestly, in OU fashion, heartbreaker.
Oh.
Give me 31-30, bro.
And that's not just a little heartbreaker because that's playoff heartbreaker right there. I mean, this
ultimate heartbreaker.
In the situation that we're proposing, this is already a playoff game, technically, because whoever wins goes to the playoff. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. Here's what I'll say about the LSU game. I think both of us will be playing for a spot in the playoff. Like you kind of just alluded to, Spencer. They play at Clemson, they play Florida, they play Carolina, and they're on the road at Bama. I think they easily have 2 to 3 losses coming into this game. I think if we are right about our predictions for the season and LSU is 8-3 also coming to this game, I think this will be the best game of the entire year in all of college football. I think it is going to be an amazing, amazing game. This is do or die for the playoff. This is a lot of implications for next year as well. I mean, John Mateer could be going to the NFL. There's Nick Anderson coming back. Everything is on the line right here. You know, can BV push past and finally get that push to get into the playoff? It's on the line here. Game day will most likely be here. It's going to be a night game. It's going to be cold. It's going to just be an awesome football game. All that being said, I think we win. I think we pull it out against LSU. I think John Mateer has that dog in him. I think our defense is going to be tired of losing and getting so close and not making it. Just like 2023, there's guys on our roster from 2023 who were so close to the playoff and they blew it versus Kansas and they blew it versus OSU. And I think they're just going to be in the mindset of we cannot blow it again. They had a terrible season last year. I think they're coming out for blood. And I think we pulled off versus LSU. I think it's a crazy close game because I do think LSU is very good. Garrett Nussmeier is a very good quarterback. But Spencer, I agree with you. I do not believe in Brian Kelly at all. I think they have a great team, but I don't believe in their coach. I think we win 27-24. I think it's a super close game, and I think it's a classic. And you're talking about one of the best nights in Norman. I think we have back-to-back years where we have one of the best nights in Norman in the last 25 years. We had Bama last year, and I think LSU is the next one. I think this is going to be a historical game. I think it's going to be so awesome to watch, and I think we win it. And I think we go 9-3, and I think we make the playoff. So that's my schedule for this season. I do want to say it's crazy that us three had the same prediction going into this last game, considering the parity we had last year and how different that was. I think that is crazy. So, yeah, I think we beat LSU. I think we do.
Fire. Okay, so what do we got? We are at 9-3 for me, 9-3 for Colby, and
8-4 for Kylan.
8-4 for Kylan. All right, Kylan, since you're the negative guy around here, apparently, go ahead and give us your bowl prediction.
I got us in the Citrus Bowl. Citrus Bowl is
Cheez-It Citrus Bowl.
Yeah. I didn't really pick out who we'd play from the Big Ten, but let me think.
Why not
I'm
USC?
gonna go. Nah, I don't think it's gonna. They don't ever do it, bro. They don't ever do it. I'm gonna go like Illinois or somebody because I think they should be solid. So I'm gonna go Illinois, bro.
Boo.
That's so boring, dude. If you're gonna pick us not to be in the playoff, pick a good bowl game. Pick
Hey, that's what it is,
USC,
bro.
Oh
I don't want
my
USC to
gosh.
be at that same level. I hope they lose every single game.
Fair enough. That's a good thing to think about. All right. Fair enough. All right. What do we got? 9-3. Do you think we're making the playoff at 9-3? That's the big question.
I think we make the playoff at 9-3. I think
Okay.
if we are in the race with other 9-3 teams, our schedule is so much harder. I think we make it with 9-3.
Okay.
I think that is what we have to reach. I think if we want to make the playoff, we have to be 9-3.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I agree. 9-3. I think we sneak in as the 12 with this schedule. That is the thing you have to think about with the schedule that we have. Now, that being said, Alabama was 9-3. South Carolina was 9-3 last year, and they didn't get the same luck. So we're hoping that our schedule kind of pushes us over the edge when it comes to being 9-3 in the SEC and getting us in the playoffs. So hopefully it's enough. That being said, we're going to be the 12 seed no matter. I mean, like in this situation, we are going to be the 12 seed for sure.
Yeah.
That means we play the first round on the road. Yikes. That's not fun. Playing the 5 seed on the road. Okay, so this being said, this is a zoom out perspective. I think the 12 seed is the worst, and I mean, obviously so, but like the worst position you can be in the playoff because you have to go on the road to the toughest team that gets a home game. Brutal. So let's say we're the 12 seed. I'm looking at the AP rankings, right? I'm looking at who could be the 5. Dude, Georgia, Notre Dame. Yikes.
Yeah.
going on the road to Georgia or Notre Dame, yikes. So, unfortunately, I think the road would probably end in the first round. That would be my prediction. But I don't want to get too far into college football predictions because we are going to do a CFP bracket, preseason CFP bracket. But, I mean, that's what we're looking at, like, right? If we're 9-3, we're looking at probably the 12 seed, and we're traveling to the 5 seed, and that's an ugly situation. So, there it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
go ahead. I was going to say,
who knows at that point, right? Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows at that point?
Yeah. If we're holding off the rest of the playoff for our next episode, then I'll kind of just start out with my first prediction. I actually think we're on the road against Notre Dame. That's our first game that I have for the playoff. I think we are the 12 seed. I think Notre Dame's the 5. And I think we're on the road at Notre Dame. I think it's our first game that we play. Our first game in the playoff.
Oh, this guy.
Not our
This
last,
guy.
but our first.
This guy.
But I'll talk about that later. But yeah, I think we make the playoff at 9-3, and I think really the reason is because of our strength of schedule. I think that's it. I think any other team that we're going against that's 9-3 that's fighting for a playoff spot, I think we get in over them purely just because our harder schedule is.
Yeah.
Now you could see a situation where South Carolina's 9-3, but they beat us, and then they're arguing, well, we beat OU, but it's like, well, look at our schedule compared to yours. So there's going to be a lot of. I feel like this year's going to be really hard for the committee because I could see a bunch of teams being 10-2, 9-3. It's going to be tough for them, but I think if we're 9-3 and we don't get in, that's a shame on the CFP, just because of how hard our schedule is. So
I agree.
That's kind of where I'm at.
And I think we'd have to get a little lucky, to be honest. Like we'd have to be in a scenario where, like, if there's a lot of teams in the bubble and we're 9-3, like, it probably won't go our way. Florida can also be. I think Florida is the one other example of a school that can go 9-3 and be in the conversation because they have a schedule like ours.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have teams that could be 10-2, and it's like, well, maybe I don't know. Maybe they could be in there. Gosh, can you imagine if Texas is 10-2 with a loss to Georgia and Ohio State? Like,
yeah.
Well, and then it gets complicated. So, just tough. Got to beat those bubble teams head to head for sure. That's a big boost. So, who knows, man? But listen, here we are, man.
Yeah,
season is literally next week, a week from tomorrow, and man, if we can just listen, the fact that our lowest prediction here is 8-4. That's a big step up from last season in this schedule.
Yeah.
And if we make the playoff after last season, then I'll have my hands up. I'll just be like, yeah, Brent Venables is the guy.
Yeah.
So,
I do have one more last comment. This year, I think there's a lot of hope for OU football compared to the last few seasons. I think we finally have an offensive coordinator that we're confident in. I think we have a quarterback that we're confident in. Dylan Gabriel is a good quarterback. I was not exceptionally confident in Dylan Gabriel. Obviously, you know about last year. I think we just have the pieces put together. We have depth on our team. Our young guys are getting older. We've had guys in BV system for 4 years now. And quite honestly, if they don't put it together this year, probably not going to work out long term either. But I do think we do. I think we do put it together. I think we finally have the pieces in play, and I think we can win some football games. If we can just get out of our own way, we will win games. If we can limit turnovers, if we can limit interceptions, if we can play just play the same defense, honestly. Our defense has been amazing. But really just the opposite side. If we can just limit turnovers, limit interceptions, and just score. I mean, just get first downs. You don't have to put up 50 points a game to win. Just score the ball. I think we're going to be in really good shape, and I think we do that. I think Ben Arbuckle is a great OC. I think John Mateer is a great quarterback. I think our line is getting better. I think we have an elite running back room. Our receivers are good. I got a lot of confidence for this team. The question is, can BV put it together? We have everything we need. We could have so many excuses for the last few years. This year, there are no excuses. You have to win this year, and I think we do.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't it feel like all the pieces are like low-key just falling together?
Yeah.
We got the good defense. Now we got the offensive coordinator. The offensive line's looking better and better. The wide receivers are, they're there. The right running backs. It's like okay. Like it's getting put together.
Yeah.
I agree, man. I think what I will say though is I think if it doesn't come together this year, I would still have hope for next year because the schedule is so drastically different next year.
Yep.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
that being said, big year for us. Big year for the Sooners. Got to turn it around this year because, I mean, there are going to be people that 7 wins won't be enough to keep Brent Venables.
Yeah.
Or 6 wins, definitely. 6 wins, man, we might literally see a new head coach. So,
Yeah.
it's a big year. It's a big year with a hard schedule.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Any other thoughts? Any other takes?
No. I'm hyped, man.
All right.
I'm hyped.
All right, man.
Week from tomorrow, dude. Football season
Let's
starts. I'm
freaking do it,
excited.
though.
All right,
Freaking
well,
do it.
We will see y'all next week, which will be week 1. Game week.
one.
Wow.
Game week.
We're back.
Yeah. See y'all
Hooray.
next week. Game week. Peace, bud.